Hello and welcome to The Better Half. I'm your host, Rachel Monick, and joining us today, Mrs. Heaven Daniels, Mrs. Monica Good, newlywed Jasmine Banjo, and appearing for the first time this season, Nicolette Burnett. Yay. Welcome to the show. Hi. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
Everybody's pretty in pink today. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, it's going by really quick.
Yeah.
And you went shopping for pink.
I did. Can you tell?
Well, no, you said something. You said something. You look fabulous. But I know you're a fan of rose gold.
I am. So
And you're kind of in the rose gold.
I guess this like burnt pink is kind of really in. So because it was everywhere and easy to find.
That's a good fall color.
Yeah, and then I thought
Perfect.
with the wine-colored booties, it was kind of like mixes of blush.
Excellent.
I like it.
And I don't know, you can kind of see, maybe if you
Oh, my booties.
under the table, gently.
I know.
There you go.
I'm scared to do that.
Look at Heaven's shoes. Heaven went all out hot pink.
And it was actually really hard for me to put together an outfit, so it came together.
Yeah, look at you.
And you've got pink, you've got pink. We're all ready. So we're going to talk about some of the breast cancer events the ladies have been a part of and are planning to be a part of, and you're invited. So stick around for that. But it was the bye week, so you all had a week off.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just said y'all. I think that's your fault.
She's rubbing off on y'all. Well, and you've lived in Texas for a while, so.
Yeah, but I don't have an accent yet.
You saying I have an accent?
Sometimes it's a little
You
thicker
just have
than
a Baltimore
others.
accent. You do have an accent, though. You definitely have
You can
that.
still hear my Baltimore accent?
Yes.
Really?
Baltimore.
Water?
Yeah,
Yeah.
certain words. Yeah.
But do you like to use the word? Do you like to use the word y'all ever?
No.
Since you live there?
I
so
use
easy.
y'all.
It's
I'm
easy.
from
Easy.
anywhere country.
You
I
do.
just do.
Yeah. I'm y'all.
You're a y'all, y'all.
Yeah,
And
Nicolette has a
text
strong
everything.
yeah.
And you're from where?
Atlanta.
And you went
Oh,
back there
okay.
for the bye week. Is that what you did?
Yeah, we went back home to Georgia.
Do you have a home there?
Yeah, we have a house back home in Georgia, yeah.
And what was your favorite part of being home? I feel like leaving
Chick-fil-A.
Green Bay. Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A, yeah.
Oh my gosh, someone asked
That's
the other
your
day.
favorite part of going back home
Yes.
is Chick-fil-A.
When
I
you're
was
from
at
the
Bible
South-
study the other day, and they asked me what my favorite food and most unique thing about me, and I just said Chick-fil-A. I love it. Like,
I swear, every city she goes to outside of Green Bay, she's taking pictures of her at Chick-fil-A.
That's hilarious.
That's your thing.
That's my thing.
Does
We
the
went to
family like it
Jacksonville
too?
and we had Chick-fil-A in Jacksonville.
when I'm home, I have it for every meal I can possibly have.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A.
I was going to say, well, that's like me and Popeyes. We didn't really go anywhere for bye week, but we did go to Milwaukee, and I had to get Popeyes since
we
we
don't
were
have
there.
it here.
No, we didn't have it in Green
Okay.
Bay.
Just Milwaukee.
Milwaukee's like the closest.
And Milwaukee's the closest for Chick-fil-A. Like
Yeah.
Racine or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe so. Mhm.
Okay,
I just want everybody who's watching to know we did not plan this topic of conversation. It was supposed to be about how you spent your
Bye week.
I didn't know it was going to be about our favorite chicken place.
We're eating all week, Pringles. We're trying to tell
we spent
you.
our bye week doing not
Yeah.
much.
Yeah.
Eating. What about you, Jasmine? What
Yeah,
did you
when
do?
I went to we went home to Dallas. Well, I went to see Beyonce.
See, there we go. She went to see Beyonce.
Yeah, and I swear I get more addicted to her every time I go to see her.
Why is it?
Her performance quality, you could just tell she's such a strong, and hard worker. It's just amazing.
Do you watch just as much for the dancing as you do for the
More
singing?
for the dancing? Yeah.
Was
so
the concert back home or elsewhere?
It was in Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta. Okay,
Actually, yeah. And so they brought out so many Atlanta artists. So you had Usher and
fun.
T.I. and Jermaine Dupri. So yeah, they all made guest appearances. So it was like multiple concerts in one big concert.
That's awesome.
That's
Jealous.
cool.
Yeah, it was
jealous.
fun.
I think you win. You
I
win.
missed it.
Yeah.
She went to Chick-fil-A. She did
win.
nothing.
I went to downtown on a date. My husband-
Downtown Green Bay.
Yeah. We were
Yeah.
in Green Bay too, and just with the kids, really. Well, it was kind of nice because we actually did do planned family activities. Mike is real extra during the season, so it's have legit planned family time was really nice for us.
Yeah,
Yes.
And the kids,
That's
they
how
could
I
just hang
felt.
out with Mike and crawl all over him and all that stuff.
You can
Yeah,
be a
and just-
family for a little bit.
The guys just kind of are able to just relax
Mm-hmm.
and they never get to just have daily life with us and with
I know I got to
their
annoy
kids.
Mike all week. It's kind of fun. Get on his nerves. a
And
little
Brett's
bit.
mom and grandmother have been in town, and so we've been able to just have some us time. We went on a
that's
date.
perfect.
We went to the Children's Museum for the first
That's fun.
time
Oh,
and the
that's
farmers
fun.
market. So we just enjoyed Green Bay because we had been so busy getting back up here.
You didn't want to travel again. You just
No.
made the big move here.
No, and it's an early bye week, so it snuck up
Oh,
on us.
super
Yeah.
early.
Yeah, so
That's the
early.
hard part because I think when the guys are tired later on,
You're going to
and
be
they
ready
keep
for another
pushing.
bye week.
Yeah.
I'll be ready for a bye week too.
That's
but
true.
we won't have one.
I got married.
Keep watching you petting your.
I know.
Oh, they knew.
Yeah, my new little hairstyle.
They're awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks great.
Thank you.
That looks really good. And I was asking, how long does it take to get those in, and how long will they last?
I would say about 2 hours. It took her like 2 hours to do. I'll probably keep it like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
It's
Awesome.
easy for Green Bay.
2
yeah.
hours for 3 weeks of wear.
Yeah.
You'll be able to play football in those?
Let's hope so. I'm gonna have to pin it up.
Rachel, you should
Yeah.
get cornrows or
Okay.
extensions of some sort.
All right.
Rachel loves to ask me
I'm-
about hair and extensions. I change my hair all the time, so I think we should have Rachel
Let's get you
Yeah.
some pink
change her
extensions.
hair.
That would be fun too. I want you to do my makeup though. I really
I will do that. No, I can do
think
that for
that
you.
would be fabulous. So
I would
we'll
love to.
plan that.
Yeah.
We'll plan that sometime. Well, let's get back to Nicolette because we haven't seen her in a while. You were on the show last year.
It was a couple years ago.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
All right.
Nicolette
Well,
came
what
once
you been?
last
What have
year.
you
I
been
think
up to?
Courtney was even here when I was on. Yeah.
Courtney
That was
Finley was
yeah.
on.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so yeah.
That was so long ago. And then it was just me, Morgan, and MJ. Now we have Logan. So he's one now.
New
Yeah.
addition.
Yeah, new addition. And we just been here. This is Morgan's 7th season here. So yeah, we've been here for a while now.
And how is it being a mom of 2 boys?
You know what? I just hats off to you because me and Heaven always had the conversation. She was like, Nicolette, 2 is just like 20. And it is. Yes. Yeah, they keep me so busy.
We are looking at your adorable babies.
Yeah, that's Logan and MJ.
I
Yeah.
love how
Adorable.
MJ looks just like Morgan, and I think Logan looks just like Nicolette.
Yeah.
They definitely
And they
like
have
you
like
guys.
2 different personalities. It's weird. And that's MJ. He goes to school here, so Morgan is a part of the Fuel Up to Play 60, and he sees Morgan like all the time in school. So
Is
we
that
had to snap
poster
a
up
picture.
at school?
Yeah, right by the gym. So yeah.
And he's playing football already.
Yeah, this is his first year playing like tackle football. So
I know you were having like a little meltdown.
yeah, I was really scared, but he enjoys it. Yeah, and that's at the stadium.
They're so cute. They are so Logan's a big 1-year-old
Yeah, he's
Here,
huge.
watch out.
He's huge. He was much bigger than MJ though, but
at birth.
yeah,
That's cool. No.
yeah, he's so big.
And how's MJ with Logan?
He's good. You know, it's such a big age difference. You know, now like Logan wants everything MJ has. So
like
yeah, That was in Jamaica this year. We went on a couples trip with some
love
old Packer
Jamaica.
players, and we went zip lining.
I'm proud of you.
Elmo.
Being adventurous.
Yeah, it was scary.
That little guy loves Elmo.
Oh yeah, but now it's so crazy. Logan was so Elmo. Now he's all Barney.
Oh,
Out of nowhere.
Barney's old school.
Yeah.
Bringing it
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
well, Elmo.
I've never even seen
Yeah, Elmo's old school.
Yeah, it's
You're right.
strictly YouTube. I think we were watching like
Okay.
Elmo, and then he just happened to click Barney, and
He was
And now
done.
he's addicted.
Barney, just Barney everywhere.
Well, it's great to have you back. It's
Thank
been
you.
too long.
Yeah, it
So we're
has. I'm
happy
sorry.
that you're here, and she's going to talk about the event that she and Heaven are organizing. It has to do with pink and football. That's coming up a little bit later. Anyone like camping? Anybody here like
I love
camping?
it.
I really wasn't looking at you, but I know you like to eat, and maybe you have a backyard fire pit or just a grill. Either way, you're going to love these recipes coming up from Pudgy Revolution. They're back again. We're going to head outside and make a pudgy pie next on The Better Half. Welcome back. We're outside now with Pudgy Revolution. The cookbook is called Pudgy Revolution, and the authors are Carrie, Leave, and Jared, childhood friends who used to camp together, right?
Always camping together, that's right. Yep, and always making pudgy pies.
And you don't all live in the same town anymore, right? But you get together and you do some camping.
That's true, yep. We're kind of scattered a little bit, but we still make time for pudgy pies and camping, and backyard fire pits is my favorite.
And recipe creating and taste testing. And Monica, you've never had a pudgy
I
pie?
have never. I'm super excited. We don't have, I've never even heard the term before, except for I saw you guys on last year's Better Half, but before that, I'd never heard of it.
But there are other names for it, aren't there?
We've heard mountain pie, Tonka toaster, saucer pies, hobo pies. There's all kinds of different terms for them.
Well, we're calling them pudgy
I like
pies
pudgy
today,
pies.
and we're making a sweet one. What do you call this one?
So it's called So a Pudgy Walks Into a Bar. It's a riff on a 7-layer bar that you might find at like a bake sale or something.
Fantastic. And Leave, you're going to show us how to put it together, and Monica's going to help
Okay.
you?
I am. So this is a cast iron pie iron, and so you want to start just by spraying it with some high heat cooking spray. So Monica, if you want to just give that
Both
a
sides?
spritz, both sides. And our crust today that we're using is refrigerated pie dough. And so since it's a circle, you got to kind of cut it into your square shape, and you just lay it right in there, patch the holes up a little bit like that. And then we're going to fill it with all kinds of delicious ingredients that you would have in a 7-layer dessert bar.
Okay.
So first, Monica, if you want to sprinkle some pretzels that you have. So we've got pretzels to give it a little bit of a salty note.
A little crunch.
A little crunch. Crunch factor is important. We've got some chocolate if you want to add that, Monica.
Always.
I've got some chopped up pecans. We got to have more chocolate than that, I think.
Okay. You didn't want one of my long hairs in there, did you? 'Cause
It's
it was
important.
just-
You don't want to underfill your pudgy pie. You know, you
Okay.
kind of want to have it the right amount. And so there's nothing in here that's really going to expand. It's going to be, we've got our crunch, we've got our melty factor. We've got some coconut flakes.
Okay.
So let's see, we've got 4 layers so far. We need
There's one more to go over there.
3 more layers.
And then
Toffee bits.
these toffee bits? Okay.
And then we top it off with
Oh my
some
gosh.
creamy, sweetened condensed milk.
A little more of that. I like toffee.
And there you have it.
Do you have to mix it all up before you?
It'll kind of mix as it's cooking over the fire, you know, things will melt down and you're flipping it, and so it sort of all mixes up together.
All right. And then we're gonna put it together.
So we'll put it together and put it on the fire.
So where do you get one of these cast iron skillets?
So you can get them at hardware stores or outdoorsy stores, Gander Mountain.
Okay.
We really like the Rome brand. They have all different shapes.
You can get a circle shape, a double wide, right?
Double wide. They even have a waffle iron, which is kind of fun.
Well, Jared has the one that's been on the grill for a while. How long did you have that out there?
Well, we
Jared?
just finished this one up.
Okay, so it's gonna be nice and hot.
It shouldn't be too hot. We set it over to the side for a little bit
Okay.
there for a second. But
And look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Like it's a pie that came off the grill or your
so
campfire.
yummy. Yes, that looks amazing.
You want to cut it so we can see on the
Me
inside?
too?
Sure, go for it.
Do you usually just like dig right in?
Go for it.
Yeah. Do most people eat it with their hands or a fork and a plate?
Yeah, usually with your hands if they hold together. Sometimes we have some that we call forkers, and those are the ones that don't quite hold up to picking up and eating them, but are
nice to
still
eat it
very
now.
delicious. This one looks like a forker.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Go for it. Don't burn yourself though. Is it okay? Okay. Is it good? Is it good? I want to show everybody. Just here's the picture in your cookbook of that. The photography is really beautiful, and all the pages are laid out like that. So, and you get a different recipe on every page. So it's really cool to check out. But show us your dessert box really quick.
The dessert box is a little thing that we put together to.
Are you
take
sharing?
Along with
So
you
good, yeah.
Whenever you go camping, or it's great for kids because there's lots of different options of things to put into a pudgy. You just add some fresh fruit and let people have at it. So creativity gets really fun, and there's no wrong way to make a pudgy.
That's
So what do
really
you
neat.
think? You're going to buy some of these pie irons?
Yeah, and I see that peanut butter in there. I'd be putting that in my pie. Next
This
time.
is so
so
good. What's next?
Oh, at the next segment, we're making a mac and cheese pudgy. That's a little bit outside the box. We'll show you later our new take on mac and cheese.
I'm a
There-
pudgy pie fan.
There you go.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have another recipe for you, Monica. You can take that home to your man and
Yeah.
make him start the
We
fire.
have a new house, so we'll do a fire in the backyard and do some
It'll
pudgy
be
pies.
perfect. All right, pudgyrevolution.com.
That's right.
And they're working on a new cookbook. We'll talk about that in the next segment. Coming up, though, a musical treat for you. You may know them from the national show The Voice. They're from Wisconsin, and they'll be performing next on The Better Half.
The Better Half is presented statewide by Quick Trip. Text HALF to 77887 to register to win a trip to Las Vegas with the Better Half Ladies Luncheon. Message and data rates may apply.
Better Half fans, once again, Quick Trip wants to send you to Las Vegas.
Our first Better Half Vegas trip was so much fun. We're going back.
And we want to bring you.
Don't miss your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas with your Better Half hosts. Compliments of Quick Trip. Prize includes airfare, hotel, gift card, spa treatment with the wives, and more. To enter, text HALF to 77887. Message and data rates apply.
Enter today so we can see you in Las Vegas.
Wendy set out to improve their grilled chicken sandwich. But you know, sometimes a little project turns into a big one. Marinating the chicken to be juicier and more tender led to overhauling the bun with 7 grains. Adding a fresh coat of honey mustard, and
a pop of color?
that's where the new spring greens and tomato come in. And if you think the new grilled chicken sandwich looks better than ever,
this is your new grilled chicken sandwich!
wait until you taste the delicious difference. And for a limited time, get the combo for just $5.
From floor to ceiling, aisle to aisle, save 11% on everything at Menards, including thousands of sale items, so you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Remodel your bathroom and save 11% on Den Shield tile backer board from Georgia Pacific. Finish your remodel with new floor or wall tiles from Mohawk and Runyo. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
They were introduced to millions of fans on season 9 of The Voice, and they're here with us today. Welcome to the show, Andy and Alex.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Such a fan voice.
I loved watching you on The Voice, and knowing that you were local girls was so
awesome.
much fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah,
I have a bunch of questions for you guys.
Yeah. Oh, good.
Like honestly, so like, what was the experience like going on The Voice? Like, I sing and I love music, and I've always wanted to do something on a grand scale, but to be able to do that and then have everyone turn around, all the judges, like, how was that?
Oh my gosh, it was
Still kind of makes me like geek out a little bit. Like,
Yeah.
when I know about it, 'cause I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, that was really intense. Like, I mean, when we started, we were like, let's just like try it. Like,
Yeah.
there's no
See what
harm,
happens.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
See
You
what
have nothing to
happens.
lose.
Right, and there's a bunch of auditions before you even get considered to be actually like on the show. And so we just kept like making it, and we're like, okay, I guess we'll just go with it. But yeah, actually being on the stage and having all of them
Oh, you
turn
guys right
around.
there.
All 4 of them, did all 4 turn around?
Yeah.
4 judges.
So Gwen was the first one. I actually just watched it like the other day
You
because it was
did?
like a year from us being on the show
Oh,
or whatever.
awesome.
So I was like, oh, I want to see what it was like again. And so I watched, and yeah, Gwen turned around first.
And then Adam.
Yep, and then the 2 other ones, I don't remember.
I think they
which
did it,
by
like-
which. It was all kind of a blur after that.
And you
but-
picked Adam
Yeah.
We
to be
did.
your coach.
Like, why is that?
Well, the thing is, we actually were going to pick Pharrell. So he was number 1 on our list. So the producers are like, hey, you need to give us a list of who you want to pick.
Oh, that's an inside scoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we
But and then we were like, yeah, Pharrell for sure, 100%. But there was something about Adam, and even like, at least for me especially, Andy was like, okay, what about Gwen? Because then we're sitting there and we have a hard time even picking candy bars and like the grocery. So we have to agree. So we're sitting there. We had talked to them probably for like 20 minutes. Which they don't show a lot of that footage.
Yeah,
So,
you
but
can see
we're
that.
talking with them, and that was just
What he said just
crazy.
really resonated with you that day.
It
Yeah,
did.
and a lot of like what they actually say, you don't hear, like they don't actually air what they say. So
Right.
like, a lot of actually what Pharrell said, what was actually on air, I don't even remember him saying.
Right.
I remember him saying for sure, he's like, I know you're not going to pick me, and we're like, dude, you're like our first choice. Like seriously, if you only knew you were our first choice.
But I mean,
yeah.
Adam, he was
That's so
like,
cool.
Yeah, he was like, okay, I agree with everything they said, but also this, this, and this. I agree with that, and so it was like he was on the same page as them, but he had even more that he wanted
Andy's cute.
to give.
Andy's cute.
He's a cutie pie. He is a cutie pie.
And he was so nice.
He
What
was.
is that new
so
judges
nice.
now? So, and there's Alicia Keys and Miley
Alicia Keys,
Cyrus.
Miley
Now, would that
Cyrus, yeah.
change your answer? Do you think, like having new judges there, or would you still go with Adam?
If we were on the newer season,
Yeah, like if you,
You
had
thought
done
about
it now,
that?
there's different people
I actually
there.
haven't thought about that. That's a really, that's
You know,
interesting.
I feel like Alicia Keys, she really.
Like listening to your
Like as a
style, she
female
has that soul.
recording
You guys have a little
artist.
soul and sultry sound to you, and she definitely has that.
I might pick her more so because I feel like this is her first year, and I feel like she really like cares. She
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
cares, and
Yeah.
she
Passionate.
it seems like she really wants to actually help. And so that's one thing. Like you only really get like 30 minutes with
the people.
and then we actually have a different coach that helps us, like a professional vocal
Okay,
coach
gotcha.
who like helps us and stuff. So.
Let's talk a little bit about what happened after The Voice.
Yeah.
You got all this attention. I think I saw you in a parade.
Yeah, we were like saying yes to pretty much everything, which you got to learn to say no to some things.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was so crazy that we were like, yes, sure, we'll do that.
And you got to meet Donald Driver.
That was a highlight for sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think that was the coolest part of my whole life. Maybe
You obviously were
your whole life so awesome.
Did you grow up as Packer fans your whole life?
Our entire life. Like I remember watching him like run, and I'm like, he's just the best.
Right.
And he's so great. And then we were meeting him, and I was like about to say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to meet you." He's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to meet you." And I was like, "No, like, this is definitely like not how it's supposed to go."
And that last picture we just saw, national anthem at Lambeau Field. What was
Yes.
that like?
Hard.
It was like a dream come true.
You did
and
so
hard.
good.
Yes.
Well,
It was
because
hard.
the echo is so ridiculous. You
It's
don't
extraordinary.
realize it. So we had in-ears, but we were like trying to stay together with the like two of us. So we're like looking at each other, like read my lips.
Plus, it was like the coldest day of all days on Earth. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
seriously.
It was a cold game.
Always cold.
I remember that, and I remember listening to you guys, and that was when I first really heard that you were from Green Bay. I'd seen you on the show, didn't know you
Grew
were
up in
from Green Bay.
Pulaski, just down the road, but living in Green Bay now?
Yes, actually, yes.
And making music still?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
But under a new name, what's happened?
So we decided that because we kind of went with a different direction music-wise. So we are doing like a full band type thing now, and which is kind of what we always wanted to do. But being on The Voice, being a duo, you kind of like do whatever's
gets stripped,
necessary. So we decided, okay, we have this new sound. We got to work with this producer in Vancouver who was like our #1 choice, and that was like the best experience ever. And so we decided with this new sound that we were coming out with, we wanted a new name and like just something more creative. And like Queen Hilma, they're like, that's kind of like strange. A lot of people were like, oh, that's really interesting. Like, I don't get why. And it's like, well, the reason why we decided to do that, our grandma was super close with us. Her name was Hilma, and she passed away a couple years ago. And so we decided that, like, well, first of all, she really wanted us to name one of our kids after her. And we're like, love you so much, Grandma.
This
but
is our kid
I'll
right
think
now.
about it. Yeah, so we decided the next best thing would be our band. And so,
That's cool.
It's a great band name.
Yeah, I love it.
I love it,
I love
especially
live
knowing,
bands.
especially knowing the name behind
yeah.
Yes.
the band, the story behind the name. Yeah, that's
I'm
fantastic.
excited to hear the new sound.
And so, are you performing locally? What's happening now?
Yeah, so actually we were just on tour. We were on the East Coast, which is a lot of fun.
It was.
And
That
now we're
sounds so
just
official.
I know, right? Yeah, really.
it was like a mini tour, and it was our first one ever, and it was so
How
much
exciting.
fun. Yeah, and I had only been to the East Coast like in an airport, so it was actually really cool to actually be there and experience it
Yes,
and stuff. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Do you feel like the favorite part of like being able to do your music is do it with your sibling? Like
Oh
your
my
sister, I think
gosh.
that's huge to be able to sing with your.
Absolutely. We've
family.
been singing since we were like 2 together. Our first song was Jesus Loves Me in church together. And it just ever since it just made sense, and it was our favorite thing, both of us.
It'd be
all the
almost
time.
weird to not do it together.
Yeah.
Like a little bit purposeless.
Did you do a lot of performing here before you were, big on The Voice?
You know what's funny? No. We actually didn't. We were doing a lot of stuff in church. Our mom is a worship pastor, so we were always singing in church, and we've been writing since like 4th grade, writing music. And so that we were really passionate about that, and
But that was great practice, right?
yeah,
totally.
absolutely, yeah.
And they're going to be performing for us coming up a little bit later on The Better Half. Ladies, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
And
having me.
Thank you so
I
much
know
for
it's fun
having
to
us.
hear. I love that the little tidbits about behind the
I
scenes.
know.
So
I feel like I
the
got the
voice.
inside
So, yeah, very cool. Up next, a pink recipe for you in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We're heading into the kitchen to make some pink cookies. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, everybody. We're thinking pink on today's show. Of course, October is the start of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I'm Amy Hanton, also known as the Cooking Mom. In the kitchen with Jasmine. We're wearing our pink today.
Yes.
And we're baking some pink cookies. So
Yes, and I'm glad Amy's going to help me because I suck at baking, so she's going to help us get it down to a science.
you can't mess this up. Okay, so I totally get it. I love to cook. I'm not a huge baker person, although I love desserts. So all my recipes, my regular recipes and my dessert recipes are all about shortcuts and easy,
Perfect.
breezy tricks. So you will not screw this one up, Jasmine.
Okay, we'll
or
see.
if you need to bring pink cookies anywhere, you need to make this recipe because it's so easy breezy. It actually starts with a box of strawberry cake mix.
Oh,
So
and that's my favorite. So
do you
thank
like strawberry?
Yes,
All right,
my favorite.
So you're gonna like these cookies. They're strawberry white chocolate chip cookies, and I'm a huge fan of box cake mixes. I have a ton of recipes with them, but I don't follow the directions on the back.
Okay.
I turn them into cookies, super moist cakes, all sorts of desserts with some shortcuts. So you pick yourself up a box of cake mix. Do not follow the directions on the box.
Okay.
You want to follow my recipe. So for my recipe, what I want you to do is crack 2 eggs in here.
Okay.
Oil and a half a teaspoon of vanilla. And you can get the full recipe
I wish I knew
on
how
Facebook.
to crack eggs like in a cool way. You know how they do it with one hand.
I don't look very cool doing it either. As long as you don't get shell in there, you're good to go, girl. Okay, so this is our dry strawberry cake mix. And to that, because we're not making cake, we're making cookies, we're going to add some baking powder. And I'm whisking those together, and then when you get the oil and everything, you're going to whisk that together. You got it. Yep. Perfect.
See, this is the easy part.
It smells so good. It smells strawberry and wonderful.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like pink cookies? I like pink everything.
Right.
Perfect. You're doing great. Now get in there, girl. Come on.
Okay.
Don't be afraid. Whisk it, whisk it. Okay. Perfect. So now you're going to take that wet ingredients and dump
Just
it in.
pour it in?
Just dump it in.
Okay.
And at this point, you don't even need a mixer. We're just going to use a spatula and fold it together. All right. And the batter is going to turn pink magically when we add the wet to the dry. We also have some white chocolate chips we're going to put in here. You could do these without chocolate chips. You could do sprinkles or jimmies would be fine. But who doesn't like white chocolate chips?
Right.
Yeah.
So do you prefer to mix manually or do you like using different instruments?
You know, it depends what you're making. Frosting, of course, you really need to get in there with a mixer. If you're doing a cake, I use a mixer. A lot of my cookie and brownie recipes, you can just do by hand. And I always say that's one less thing to wash. You know, who likes to pull out the big mixer? So at this point, and it's a real thick batter. Don't be alarmed. I'll let you go ahead and fold in the white chocolate chips. One of my tips for a lot of my cookies, most cookies, especially these, you want to parchment line your cookie sheets. What this does is keeps them nice and clean.
Okay.
Also helps bake with the cookies and helps from keeping the cookies, bottom of the cookies, real brown. These are a lighter cookie. You almost want to underbake them so they don't, so they're nice and soft. You got this. You totally got this. So preheat your oven to 350. These take about 8 to 10 minutes max. These cookie scoops, if you are liking to get into baking, or they're scoops, you can use them for so many different things. But for cookies and muffins and cupcakes, they're awesome. I'm gonna have you give it a try. Okay. Space these out a little bit on your cookie sheet because they will spread a little bit. And again, check them at about 8 minutes. And then, you know, maybe even pull them out a little bit ahead of time because they will continue to bake on the cookie sheet. So just like you're scooping an ice cream, once you scoop it, press that little thing.
Oh.
You got it, and release. Yeah.
I feel like such a little kid. I love
It is fun.
It is fun.
I always say, you know, getting the kids in the kitchen, if you don't teach them to cook, they'll never know how. And starting them with easy cookie recipes like this and desserts, next thing you know, you're making breakfast and they want to scramble eggs with you. And now my teenage daughter, I come home after a long day and she's got dinner made. So
That's
you
so
got to start them
easy.
early, though. If you don't teach them to cook, they won't know how. So here are the cookies out of the oven. And the other thing with parchment paper is they come right out. You don't have to grease your pans.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah, they are. Aren't they pretty and pink and wonderful? So if you need a pink cookie for October or really any time, or if you like strawberry, this is a great recipe. Lots of great easy recipes for the big game, for desserts, apple, pumpkin, the whole deal, fall, thecookingmom.com. And if you sign up for my newsletter, I send you out free recipes every week. You got this. See, you said you couldn't bake. All you have to do now is throw these in the oven. And the tip is, don't go be checking your email or doing your laundry.
Oh, see, that's my problem.
Yeah, or set a timer. Set a timer.
Okay, because they'll come out looking like this color with that brown.
8 minutes. Check them at 8. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Amy, for
You
helping.
bet. You bet. We'll be right back. You're watching The Better Half.
The Better Half, presented by Quick Trip, is brought to you in part by Goodwill, Menards, and by Wendy's.
Here's to running strong, mile after mile, with top-tier gas absolutely guaranteed never to cause fuel problems. So while other companies say their gas cleans your engine as you drive, with top-tier gas you get that, plus a guarantee you'll find nowhere else but Quick Trip. At Quick Trip, top-tier gas is all we sell because the best is all you deserve. Guaranteed.
Wendy set out to improve their grilled chicken sandwich. But you know, sometimes a little project turns into a big one. Marinating the chicken to be juicier and more tender led to overhauling the bun with 7 grains. Adding a fresh coat of honey mustard and
A pop of color?
that's where the new spring greens and tomato come in. And if you think the new grilled chicken sandwich looks better than ever,
This is your new grilled chicken sandwich!
wait until you taste the delicious difference. And for a limited time, get the combo for just $5.
From floor to ceiling, aisle to aisle. Save 11% on everything at Menards, including thousands of sale items. So you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Stock up and save with an 11% rebate on 48 packs of Rayovac batteries. Keep your engine running smoothly with Valvoline motor oil. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to The Better Half. We're wearing pink today because of Welcome back to The Better Half. We're all in pink today because October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and there are so many events going on throughout Wisconsin. This past weekend, Lambeau Field was taken by a sea of pink. Just check it out. More than 1,000 people took part in the Making Strides Against Breast Cancer Walk. The event helps several organizations in their search for a cure and also helps those affected with breast cancer.
The monies that we raise from the Making Strides events goes towards breast cancer research. It also goes towards our programs and services. So, for example, we have the Look Good Feel Better program, where we partner with the hospitals and Cosmetology Association to provide a really nice free 2-hour program for women undergoing treatment. We help them with the side effects of chemotherapy and radiation, how to take care of their skin, and just really feel good about themselves when they're going through treatment. Another way to pamper them.
The walk raised more than $88,000. Another fun event that supports the American Cancer Society is the Powder Puff Games, and the Packer Wives are a part of that. So I know you guys have been part of these walks for breast cancer in the past, and now you're getting ready for another big event.
Yes.
The two of you have teamed up. Heaven and Nicolette are going to do the Powder Puff Game.
Yes.
How many years has it been going on? Do we know?
When did it start? I think 4 years ago. Chantrell and Sherman Williams, he played here 2 years ago, but they started the Powder Puff Game. They partnered up with the American Cancer Society, and it's a good way for us to change roles. Our husbands are going to coach us. Morgan is my coach, and Mike is Team Pink.
Before we get to that, you mentioned Chantrell started this, and she had a lot of breast cancer
Right in her
family history.
hereditary.
Yeah, and her aunts and
Her mom, her grandmother.
Yeah, so she started this,
Yep,
and you're taking it over.
Yeah, this is our second year actually doing this, and we had a lot of fun last year. We're excited for it. It's going to be on October 10th this year at the Donald J. Schneider, which is St. Norbert's Field. Gates open at 5:30 and kickoff is at 6 p.m.
So your husbands are coaching.
Oh, yes.
How is that dynamic? When you're out on the field and Mike is coaching you.
Mike's really intense and he's kind of scary.
Yeah,
And
he was scary
I'm
last
used
year.
to it, but the girls are looking at him like, are you serious? Like, this is a game. I think it's a lot of fun more than anything, the competition. And there's a lot of other players there because a lot of the spouses play. And so everyone kind of gets together on their sides and comes up with the plays and that whole, like, no one wants to lose.
It was fun. It was
How's
very
Morgan
fun.
as a coach?
He wasn't as rowdy as Mike, but he was like, Nicolette, stay in the game. Let's go. So
You know what it is too? Because your spouse kind of represents you. So if your girl is going out there and she's getting tackled left and right, you know, if I was on the ground left and right, Mike would be looking at me like, seriously, you let me down. Like, Team Daniels, we suck. So I think there's that element of it too. Like, you want to see your girl go out there and ball out in a sense.
You got some of the wives already signed up to play, or your teams are set?
Yeah, teams are set.
Team Pink.
Team Whites.
And who's on your team, Heaven, that we would know?
That you would know. I got Anna Lindsley on my team this year. I switched it up. I've got Danielle Hunley. She was our MVP running,
she was really good,
quarter,
really
I
fast.
was going to say quarterback. I was a quarterback. I can't think right now, but we've got some good people on there.
Yeah.
And a couple of guest players.
Barclay, Bria Barclay is on our
She's
team.
she's tough, isn't she?
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it.
Definitely.
It's always
It was so funny last year after we played. I think everyone was like texting the next day how sore they were, and it was kind of cold too. But you don't really realize how much.
You're using muscles that you don't normally use.
Yeah, I was like, I didn't know I had that back there.
It was harder than I thought, especially going for the flags because you're running and I'm diving and.
We had to shorten the field. There was the field is really long.
You shorten it a little bit.
We did.
And it's flag football, right?
Flag football, you pull the flags, and that's where the competition comes in too, because some people aren't really showing their flags, and so we're like, you better show your flag so I can.
Some girls
pull
were
that
touching the
Oh, they try to hide it,
Yeah.
so you can't catch them and catch the flag.
It gets very competitive.
Yeah, and the other cool part too, there's a lot of cancer survivors there, breast cancer survivors there, and we get to honor them at halftime. That was pretty neat last year, and this year there's MVP experience. So you guys can stay tuned on the American Cancer Facebook page. But MVP experience, you get to take pictures with us at halftime. You get preferred seating and
some
something
autographs
signed from
the
Mike
coaches,
and Morgan.
yeah.
So
How do you get to be part of that? Do you buy a ticket in advance?
I think they're gonna do select tickets, draw them out of a raffle or something, and they listen for the radio and on that.
So do you
Facebook
want
page.
people to get tickets ahead of time?
Absolutely.
Okay, and can they just show up at the gate
They
that
can
night
get
too?
tickets at the gate, but you can definitely go on the website. I'll have it posted on my Facebook and Nicolette, and then on the American Cancer Facebook page as well.
And why is it important for you to carry on this tradition?
It's a great cause.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think it's fun for the fans to see us get involved in the community, and it's a great event.
Everyone has been affected by some form of cancer, friend, family, however you want to put it. And then, when Chantrell presented us to us, it's kind of like, how do you let your friend down in that way? You know how important it was for her, so it's like we absolutely had to get involved.
She put so much of herself
Oh,
into
yeah.
starting this, and now
Yeah.
you two are taking over.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Again, what's the date?
October 10th.
Monday.
At St. Norbert College.
St. Norbert's kick off at 6 o'clock.
All right.
Doors open at 5:30.
Thanks, ladies. We'll see you there. I love watching the video of you playing football.
Oh, Lord.
It is so much fun. Well, we sat down with them earlier in the show, and it is time to finally hear them sing. Besides hearing them here, you can see them in Wausau. October 28th, they'll be performing at the Grand Theater. We're talking about Andy and Alex, also known as Queen Hilma, and here they are singing their song, Love Like a River. Did that all?
Chase my tail and bite my nails. Soon there will be nothing left of me. Can't lift this curse, for better, for worse. Don't care, just wish I had room to breathe. I don't want to, but I need you. A pillar you stand, my heart you demand, painting the dreams that will never be. You stand at arm's length away, games you don't know we should all like to play. Someday soon you'll see my love like a river. It flows like the north wind, it blows through the trees, and all the dead leaves will fall to the ground, where my love is found and nourish the earth. Soon enough winter comes like a thief in the night, like a snake does, it swallows you whole. My love will guide you home. Ooh. Oh, I don't want to, but I need you. Oh, I don't want to, and counting the days. Soon there will be nothing left of me.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Better Half. We have joined the Pudgy Revolution. Carrie, Liev, and Jared are back with another pie iron pudgy pie recipe. What are you making this time?
Well, this one is from our new book, and it is a macaroni and cheese pudgy with the macaroni and cheese on the outside.
Who thought of that one?
That came up. We were having a pudgy party in my backyard, and one of our friends actually tossed out that idea. What if you put the mac and cheese on the outside? And we did it, and it worked, and it's amazing.
Fabulous. Do you like mac and cheese, Monica?
I mean, who doesn't?
And you like the last one?
Yes.
With the chocolate and the pretzels that you
Loved
helped to
it.
make.
Had chocolate in my teeth. I ate the whole thing.
Okay, so that one is done. And this would be a great idea, even if you're tailgating. So we talked about campfires and the backyard fire, but you could take this to Lambeau Field.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Right?
We should have pudgy pies at Lambeau Field.
There you go.
I think they'd sell like hotcakes.
There you go. Or you can do it right at your tailgate party. So we're going to do this one. Liev, are you going to show us how to do
I'm
it?
going to show you how it's done with Monica's help.
Yay!
So we're using the round iron for this one. So you want to give it a spritz with that high heat cooking spray.
Okay.
And this is just pre-made mac and cheese. Just got it at the grocery store.
Okay.
We tried making our own. It didn't work as well as this. So it helps for it to be a little...
Did you have to microwave it? Or microwave
no, it actually helps for it to be a little cold and congealed.
Okay.
That's an appetizing thought,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Congealed is such an appetizing word.
Hot mac and cheese is better than cold mac and
Yes.
cheese, but we're gonna fire that thing up, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So if we're going to fill this with some bacon. So if you want to grab the bacon, sprinkle some bacon in there.
Oh, and who doesn't love bacon?
Bacon and mac and cheese go together, right?
Lots
Hand
of
in
bacon.
hand.
Oh, yes.
Let's get all that bacon in there.
Okay.
Fill it up with bacon.
Okay.
And then a little bit more cheese.
Because there's not enough cheese in there already.
Yeah, we made it without the cheese in the middle at first, and we decided that it needed a little bit more cheese just to give it a little gooiness.
It looks pretty.
And then some scallions.
Yum.
Top it off with that. And that's it.
Okay.
And we top it off with another layer of the mac and cheese on top, kind of pressed down a little bit.
So you don't do it on that side?
We don't do it on that side. It's a little bit easier to kind of pile it on top.
Okay.
And you'd think that it would stick to the iron, but it actually doesn't. It forms kind of a nice crispy cheese crust.
So the mac and cheese is the crust.
The mac and cheese is the crust.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
And you guys are working on a paleo one too, I heard.
That's right. Yeah, we're thinking outside the box this time around. We're thinking about crustless pudgies and roll-up pudgies and all kinds of different things.
That'll be in their next book, which isn't published yet. They're working on it and trying out all sorts of different recipes. And Jared is back here. How long did you have to cook this one? Longer than usual?
This one, again, you want to just cook it for about 10 minutes on each side at a very high heat.
Okay.
Okay.
I can't wait to see what it looks like.
Here we go.
Oh, goodness. That looks good.
Here we go.
I mean,
It looks so good.
It kind of reminds me of like the fried macaroni and cheese appetizer or
Yes.
something. So it'd be really good for tailgating, parties.
Did you have a hand in coming up with this recipe?
I was there when we developed this one,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a good idea. Well, why don't you cut that up and we'll let Monica try it and I'll try it. And Carrie, tell us about the pudgy pies as a gift idea.
It's a great gift idea for
Yeah.
anybody who goes camping or has a backyard fire pit or even a barbecue grill.
Or who goes tailgating at Lambeau Field.
Tailgating for sure, yeah. Kids love pudgy pies. It's just an all around, and you know, a lot of people don't have our book yet. So it's a good thing for someone that you just don't know what to get them. You can get it on our website, pudgyrevolution.com. You can also, if you like us on Facebook and follow our blog, you can see
Okay, we
our
don't need
research
words,
and development
right?
as we're working on the next book. We've been posting different pictures and previews about some of our new recipes, so you should check us out on Facebook.
You gotta look at Monica's face.
I just looked up. So good.
Her eyes lit up like it was Christmas.
I mean, I'm
Am
more
I
of a
right?
savory than sweet person, so I have to say this is my favorite, but
This
they
is
were
my
both
favorite.
so good.
This is so good. And you can, I'm eating it with my fingers, but probably a fork and a plate.
I say
would be-
we finish this and don't take it.
Let's not take it in, no. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Pudgy Revolution, we love having you on the show. Check them out, buy the book, and make a pudgy pie. And we'll be right back.
The Better Half beverages provided by Quick Trip, home of Cafe Karuba Coffee and Nature's Touch. The Better Half is presented statewide by Quick Trip, now offering premium fresh meats. Quick Trip, big on fresh meats, low on price.
At Quick Trip, we hit the road early. We've got a lot of ground to cover to make sure you've got fresh bread from our bakery, the freshest milk and ice cream from our dairy, fresh produce. We make this trek every day to make sure your day is everything it should be.
For limited time, Quickery White Bread, 2 loaves for $1, or specialty bread for only 99 cents each, right here at your neighborhood Quick Trip store.
This is what we do, and we'll do it again tomorrow.
Wendy set out to improve their grilled chicken sandwich. But sometimes a little project turns into a big one. Marinating the chicken to be juicier and more tender led to overhauling the bun with 7 grains. Adding a fresh coat of honey mustard and
a pop of color?
That's where the new spring greens and tomato come in. And if you think the new grilled chicken sandwich looks better than ever,
This is your new grilled chicken sandwich.
wait until you taste the delicious difference. And for a limited time, get the combo for just $5.
Better Half fans, once again, Quick Trip wants to send you to Las Vegas.
Our first Better Half Vegas trip was so much fun. We're going back.
And we want to bring you.
Don't miss your chance to win a trip to Las Vegas with your Better Half hosts. Compliments of Quick Trip. Prize includes airfare, hotel, gift card, spa treatment with the wives, and more. To enter, text HALF to 77887. Message and data rates apply.
Enter today so we can see you in Las Vegas.
From floor to ceiling, aisle to aisle. Save 11% on everything at Menards, including thousands of sale items. So you can finish your latest project and start planning the next big thing. Get the tools you need and save 11% on an electric chainsaw from Remington. Easily transfer water with this Coleman utility pump. Save big money and get an 11% rebate on everything, even sale prices, now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It was tough, but Monica and I saved a little bit of the macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
mince pie.
little bite.
Thank you.
Yes, give it a try. Give
I'm
it a
so
try.
jealous of you right
Oh,
now.
it's so good.
Oh, yeah, really
I love macaroni.
Yeah, do you like that? And then we brought in some of the dessert ones. What were they called?
Pudgy walks into the bar.
Pudgy walks into a bar.
Like a 7-layer dessert bar, right? Well, they were all so great. Ladies, another great show. I'll see you at the Powder Puff football game, and then we'll see all of you next time on The Better Half. Thanks for spending some of your day with us. See you next time.